Hello YouTube. I promised to say my comments and discuss first Scottish debate that took place on the 5th of August between Alex Salmond, the First Minister of Scotland, and Alistair Darling, the head of the No campaign. I will have some comments about STV, how he handled the debate and discussion, but in a nutshell, as I am undecided, I am still undecided. Nothing actually has changed. There was not much meat and information in the debate that flourished the discussion or enhance the view or convince me and other undecided to take the one side or the other. Next day, all the political comments came. Alistair Darling did fantastic, or Alex Salmond did well, and so on. We need to understand this is not an election and someone want to win it. We need to understand that this is a decision about Scotland's future. It's not about if someone is better than the other, because it is a future for our country, future for our children and the coming generation, and we are responsible on these votes. And I hope the political people will rise to this challenge. So we are not getting, if we are voting yes, we are not getting, doesn't mean that we are getting Alex Salmond as the next First Minister or next Prime Minister for Scotland, for example. It's not Alex Salmond himself, or not about Alistair Darling. I wanted to put this first clear because there was some argues about personalities and who won first, and it is not. I hope people understand it's not Alex Salmond, it's not Alistair Darling, it's not the personalities, it is the policies, is what's happening, what will be in the future, and this is an important decision and has been discussed, and policies has to be open, and both sides has to be clear. To be honest, also especially the No campaign, when they are just using the dismissing argument, dismissing everything without giving something on the table, without providing anything. What they are coming up, that union will work, if Scotland go alone they can't do it, and that's it, which is a bit insulting to Scottish people and Scottish citizens, to be honest. At the same time, there is no clear answers and clear policies, and the same Alex Salmond didn't come as strong, despite he has a fantastic passion being Scottish and want to do the best for Scotland. But again, he went into some personalities with Alistair Darling, which made him lost a bit of focus, to be honest with you. But I will hint on some points in what discussion. I think the main topic was the currency and currency union. I absolutely agree 100% with the yes campaign in terms of actually either yes or no vote, we are getting the same currency that we are using today, which is Bank of England pounds or sterling. So the pound or sterling pound will be the same currency. If there was agreement between the both countries or not, this is something that needs to be debated. As we know that most probably it will be a new government in Westminster that will be debating with the Scottish in case of yes vote. And as we know, in case of yes vote, the Independence Day for Scotland is in 2016, so there's around 18 months to 2 years of allocated for all negotiations related to everything related to independence, if this would happen. So I agree with Alex Salmond, solid stand that he doesn't want second or third option. I know there is in the white paper that I mentioned in an earlier video that published by the Scottish government that he listed several options. And as it keeping the pound, first option is keeping the pound with a currency union, our agreement with Bank of England. We've been using the pound for the last 300 years at least, so yeah, I think going forward will be the same. I think second option was going to the pound without a currency union, which is not great. I think the third option was a new currency, which is Scottish pound, which wouldn't be a weak currency. Actually, it would be a strong currency because it will be backed by the oil reserve in the North Sea, which means that it will be the same as strong currency like rich Arab states in the Gulf area, like Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and those countries, which they are small countries and they got strong currency, or like Norway, which is much closer to us. And I remember in those documents there is more details and more options, but I believe the pound remains the same. It is, I believe, it's more scare tactic from the No campaign to scare people. Oh, you will have new currency, and try to confuse people about their mortgage and their pension and salaries and their bank accounts and all these things. And I think this is not nice, at least to say, and poor tactic. If you are really keen about having Scotland or remaining within the Union or remaining within the UK, I think I would encourage the No campaign to be more positive, come out from the negativity enough that the negativity of the No, which is the title of their campaign, no or no thanks, I think they have to pursue positive message and more positive attitude rather than scaremongering people and try to find an excuse for the position of Scotland within the EU. And I think this would come up in the coming debate. I just heard today that there will be another debate on the 25th of August, which will be hosted by the BBC, which is a positive sign because BBC hold a professional, highly professional debates, and it will be, I hope it will be much better professionally handled than this one. I will come later about that, this point. The third, I heard that there may be a third debate taking place, and maybe in the space between now and this 25th August, or something between in the middle. And I heard that talks with Sky News. Not sure if this having a third debate is guaranteed, but the second debate has been agreed by both sides, yes or no campaign. The other point I want to comment on, and I think why David Cameron is not standing in front of Alex Salmond if you really care about Scotland and want to defend Scotland's position within the UK, in just pushing for Alistair Darling to debate with Alex Salmond, which is a bit strange, because when there was negotiation about having the referendum agreed, it was negotiations that took place between Alex Salmond and David Cameron. And now when it comes in a televised debate regarding the independence, I'm surprised that Alistair Darling, who's not even a member of the UK government in any regard, is heading the No campaign and is debating in front of Alex Salmond. So it's strange that David Cameron, even or the Deputy Prime Minister, is not debating in front of Alex Salmond. So this is a strange point. I don't know, is it because the Tories or the Conservatives don't have much support in Scotland, is this thing, or he wants to push for Alistair Darling, which he's Labour, just in case if there is IS votes, it means the UK lost Scotland, then he will blame Labour and as a kind of political tactic. I'm not sure, to be honest. But it is strange because it is a weak point for the new campaign, I would believe, despite the positives and negatives of Alistair Darling as a person, or his history of policies and the bank collapse, or the economy collapse that happened on his time, and the increase of VAT and increase of taxes on us. So all these policies and things he was heading at, despite his being Labour, so, and the mess the economy went in. So, as I said, I have no colors in politics. I always I vote based on the right and the best for Scotland or the UK, based on the vote relates to what. So as I said, I'm still undecided, and just let me know if any of you who are undecided have changed positions. About the professional Bernard Ponsonby or the STV handling the debate, I think it hasn't been handled well. Either there was direct argument between both sides, so Bernard should have more control over it. Again, the audience has direct attacks on both sides, which was not nice or not professional to the rise of this, as I said, because it became more personal. And unfortunately, people look to Alex Salmond as he is the person who's, as this independence is for him. He will not become the president of Scotland or something, or even, because what will happen post the independence, there will be a general election in Scotland, and everyone, all parties are welcome in case of IS vote. So I hope people don't point at it's Alex Salmond, it's Alex Salmond, it's Alex Salmond. Yeah, he's the head of the First Minister of Scotland. He has been elected, or SNP, his party, has been elected majorly by overall majority for the Scottish Parliament by the Scottish people. And I have to highlight here that the Scottish Parliament election system has been designed and engineered to prevent any single party to dominate the Parliament. And what happened was extreme rare case, which is all the majority of Scottish people voted for SNP to give them overall majority. So he's an elected person, elected by the Scottish people, so he should be respected in this regards, but he's not. When you're speaking about yes and no vote, please rise up of personality. If you like Alex Salmond or you hate Alex Salmond, this doesn't matter. I think what matters is really we need to think about the independence, about the consequences, about for a yes and no vote, about what will happen to the taxes, about the NHS, about what we know about, like for example, is there is any huge cuts coming in the general election for the UK government. So maybe the NHS services in Scotland budget will be halved, and there will be a lot of job losses. So we need to know about all these aspects and understand the picture and grow up to the debate, to the what is really in concern to us, and the future of Scotland and future of our children and grandchildren. It is a one time in a lifetime decision. I don't believe that such opportunity will come in at least in another 300-400 years, if there will any. So it needs to be thought through. Unfortunately, neither of them convinced me. As I said, for currency it didn't matter much for me, because I believe that the pound will remain the same pre either yes or no vote. So this is not the point. I think there is other points that more important. and I hope the no campaign will give an answers as well, and not hide behind politics and personalities, and the same for the yes as well need to come clear. I hope, I'm sorry that this video took longer. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, happy to discuss. Looking forward for next debate. I hope it will be much positive one. In the meantime, you can also watch my other videos that I put on the Scottish currency, discussing the Scottish currency or the Scottish banknotes and English banknotes, because this was a question asked during debates and ignored by both sides, or hasn't been answered as other questions. So I did making another video for this. I think I'll put the link down just in case if you are interested to see the video. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as I said, in the comment if you have any questions, or if you want to discuss more in the comments about my points here, I'm happy to discuss. Or if you have your opinion about the debate and suggestions for the next two debates, if there is any, or at least the next one debate, and what you would like to be discussed there, that would be great. Thank you guys, keep in touch.